In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the Dell Venue 8 Pro case and Active Stylus. So let's get to it. Now, in my previous video, you saw me unbox the Dell Venue 8 Pro, and I'm actually pretty happy with the device so far. Now, I bought the Venue 8 Pro from the Dell website, and I also bought the case and stylus from that website as well. And they came as separate shipments. Now, this is a first-party case and stylus, and the case retails for $39.99, and the stylus retails for $34.99. So I'm anxious to get these accessories hooked up on my Dell Venue 8. It'll be more of a complete package that way. So let me grab my trusty cutter here, and let's get this box open here. All right, here we go. Here's the Active Stylus, and it actually comes with a 1 AA battery in it. And here is the case itself. Let's put everything to the side, and let's start with the case here. Let's see if there's any seal that we have to undo. There we go. Let's get the bag open. So there's the tablet Folio case, and let's see what we've got here for the stylus. Let's just get it out of the box here. Now, I've never actually had a stylus before that took a battery, or at least a physical AA battery. There might be one in the Galaxy Note 8.0, but if it is, it's encased in the stylus itself. Now, let's just take a look at the stylus here. You have your clip here, and it seems to be made out of a metal construction. The bottom is a more textured, rubbery material down here, and you also have your button here. And then, of course, you have your tip. Looks like a pen, but obviously is a stylus. So let's open this up here, and unscrews like a pen. And I assume that the AAA battery will go in like this. With the female end pointing down, because that's the way it looked. The contact point on this end looked that way. So pretty cool. Let's put this to the side. Get back to that in a second, and let's get the case out of here. Okay, the case is made out of a almost a, I don't want to say slick, it is a matte plastic, but it's sort of a smoother vinyl kind of material. You have your Dell branding down there, and of course you have a crease here. We'll check out how that actually works. Here is some foam. Let's pull that out. And then we get some instructions here. Okay. Probably don't need that. On the inside here, it's plastic. Of course, the Dell Venue 8 Pro, the back of it is rubberized, so that should fit well with this. And you have a space for your stylus here on the side. You have your cutout for your camera, and of course the cutouts in all the right places on the bottom where your speaker is, of course on the side here where your controls are, and then of course on top it's open. The back of it is still made out of that same kind of smooth matte vinyl, and of course, as is customary with a lot of cases, you have this microfiber innards here, which comes in contact with the screen. So let me grab the Dell Venue 8 Pro here, and let's just snap it in here. Make sure it's all clean. And let's snap this in. Nice snug fit. All black looks really nice. Let's close this up here and let's put the stylus in here. It's actually quite a snug fit for the stylus. Would be nice if it slipped in there a little bit easier. Wow, that's quite snug. Even though it is an expandable material here. Wow. See if you can just slide it in this way. Alright, kind of forced it in. Hopefully over time it'll loosen up a little bit. So that's what it looks like with the stylus and the folio case. Of course you have your cutout for your 5 megapixel camera on the back, which is nice. So they've made some interesting design choices on here with the stylus being on the side here. It does obstruct your buttons here. But you could, tilt this to the side if you want. It is, again, this band is a stretchy kind of material here. It's a fabric. But when the stylus is in its place, you might find it kind of difficult to hit the power button or the volume control, so you just kind of have to slide that out of the way. Could have been designed a little bit better, but we'll see how that works out in actual practice, if it becomes obnoxious or if it's not really a big deal at all. So the case does have some creases in it. One on the front and one on the back, and that allows you to stand this up in a way that you'd like to. Now, also there's some rubberized feet here, so you would assume that this would be on the bottom part. So, let's see. That would be one way you could stand the tablet up. I assume you could just put it this way as well, even though the stylus is down and the feet are up, but hey, whatever works. The tablet does orient itself, so that's never a problem. And I guess what you could do is you could push it back like this as well, if you wanted more of an incline like that. Whatever way works for you. It's just nice to have a cover on this, especially in a form factor like this. I find having a cover makes it easier, especially the type of person that I am, where I'm very cognizant of not scratching my devices, so it's nice to have something that's going to cover it up. Even though I'm worried that this stylus is actually going to do some damage to the side of the device here. But we'll see how that works over time, because most of it is covered by the case here except for the controls there. So here's the Samsung Galaxy Note 8.0, and I do like some of the design choices they chose to do on the Galaxy 8.0, because the stylus is actually inside the device itself there. So it makes things a little bit more compact and a little bit better designed, to be honest. Now, if you remember from my first video, both devices are about the same thickness, if not exactly the same thickness. With the case on here, the Dell is a little bit thicker. Not by a whole lot, but definitely a little bit thicker. Now, one of the things I actually like about the Samsung tablet is that the case has a magnet in it. So when you close it, it shuts the screen down, and when you open it, it turns the screen on. They don't have that in this case here. The screen is on, the screen is still on. So although it's a nice little package here, and we're going to see how I use it and if I like it, so far not so happy with the stylus location, and I think it could have been designed a little bit better. But again, I will save total judgment after I've had some time using it. So let's try out this stylus here. Not the easiest thing to maneuver out of here, again. To pull it out, there we go. Hopefully that stretches out, because that's a little bit obnoxious. Now, in this interface, generally you'd be using your finger, although you can use a stylus if you'd like. You can, move things around with it, whatnot. I haven't figured out how to actually, scroll to the side with it. But when you do press the button, you can do a hover on there, if you can see that. And let's go to the desktop where this would most come in handy. Because in the desktop on an 8-inch screen, things might tend to get a little bit small for your finger to touch. So let's see what we've got here. It seems to work all right. Mostly, again, you'd be using your finger unless you want to get a little bit closer into navigating the desktop, or if you're going to take notes with this, or if you're going to draw. So here I have Microsoft Paint pulled up, and you can use this. I'm doing the hover right now, or if I actually want to do a drawing, I can use this. And the stylus isn't working so well. That's interesting. There's a spot here where I can't. Wow. Okay, now it's working. That was weird. We'll have to look into that further. Again, this is a $35 item, and we'll see if I have to update any drivers or anything like that. There we go again. Missed a spot. Okay, we'll have to look into that. But that's going to do it for this video. That is the Folio Case and Stylus for the Dell Venue 8 Pro. If you want to know more about this device, click on the link at the end of this video. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or share this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.